Hey guys, Paul here with Diode Dynamics at SEMA 2021. We're checking out our booth today as well as our brand new products. First of all, as you can see, our build for this year is a Bronco built with Panda Motorworks. We've got STL Auto Detail Bronco here as well. The biggest thing you'll see is these SS5 pods mounted up on the roof as well as down here on the grill. That's our brand new product for this year. Let's go check it out a little closer. So, checking out the SS5s, first thing we want to take a look at is the construction. So, we got our cast aluminum housing, those pin fins, really distinct. That's a really effective method. As you can see, they're much more heavy duty than the smaller pods we have. Just everything is more robust. These are really torture tested, designed to handle anything you throw at it. So, 8-year warranty like the rest of the Stage Series lineup. We've got our 4-pin integrated connector on the back. Makes it really easy to do those connections. We have all kinds of harnesses available. And of course, you'll see the TIR optic. Now this TIR optic is what allows this product to really outperform anything else. We capture all those light from the chips and shine it exactly where we want it. The result, this is the highest intensity LED pod that we know of, with the Sport Spot version offering 400,000 candela. Now, in other terms, that's almost a mile of visibility at a quarter of a lux. Most of the other products you'll find in the 5 to 6 inch size might be around 100 to 150. Again, 400,000 candela out of this thing. Just totally crazy. And again, it's because of that TIR optic technology that's been very carefully designed by our team in St. Louis and very carefully manufactured because it's very precision with all those contours in there to get those results. Now that goes for all of our products. We got this in white and yellow. With that TIR optic, we can focus the output, but these are also super high power. Of course, we can focus all the light, but with these pods, we start with a huge amount of light as well. We offer them in a sport version that's going to be a 40-watt pod, and a pro version that's 90 watts. So 90 watts is a lot of power, and actually one concern with these is we got to use a lot bigger harnesses, a lot bigger, thicker gauge wire to get all the power these things need. A 90 watt pod is unheard of for this 5 to 6 inch size, and again, it's just going to shine much more light than anything in this relatively compact package for 90 watts of power. So the next thing you'll see behind me is the colors. Now this isn't the main beam pattern, this is our backlight. And what's cool with this, you can see a couple of colors, but all of these pods have a programmable color option. So by just alternating the power or flipping your switch on and off, you can select any backlight color that you'd like. So start going through, pick a color, let's go with that teal, and you can just leave it, save it. Next time you come on, it'll come on right back to that color. Again, switch it back to white. Oh, there it was. Go through, check out those colors. There you go. So, whatever backlight color you want, again, every one of these pods comes with all of the colors. You just have to pick which one you want. Now, the yellow one does just have that amber backlight because it's going through that yellow lens. But with the white pods, pick any of those 8 color options. Now, the last major feature that you'll see here is our CrossLink technology. And that relies on our CrossLink here. So, this is a single piece design. There's a lot of ways to link pods together, but we really wanted something that would be extremely rigid, extremely durable, and we wouldn't want to incorporate too many parts because that's where things can get loose and start flexing around. So on all these pods, you'll see there's actually inset threads here, so it's extremely durable. If you don't use them, we have inset screws to protect those threads even for you. And all you do is you screw that together. There's little marks, indentations on here to actually match it up to help you align. If you want it curved or straight, there's complete adjustability. But once it's together, and an Allen wrench does fit in here to tighten these down. Once it's together, it's extremely sturdy, no flexing at all. Very reliable link between these pods. So that's going to make it easy to link up 2 or 8. And this is included with all of them as well. You don't have to get a special link setup. So if you buy a pair of pods and decide later you want to link them together, you can do that. All you need is a link and the little end mounts. So that makes them very versatile, whether you want 4 up on your grill or a lot more up on your roof. We have a couple kits as well with the brackets and everything to get those available for you. You saw them on the Bronco, a couple kits available for that. And then the Jeep JK and JL are going to be shipping with the rest of these, which will be in January. So the SS5 and all the CrossLink Lightbar setups will be starting in January. And of course, we'll have a lot more applications for GMC, Toyota, Chevy, all kinds of applications coming with these kits ready to go. The last thing you might wonder is the price. We've had people speculating that these are going to be $500, $1,000. Obviously, that much power in these pods is, you know, a lot of value. But the sport option of these is going to be starting at $220 a pod, very in line with other, you know, industry-leading pods of this size, but much more performance, much more output for that price point. The Pro should be about $350 to $400. We're still finalizing pricing. Lots in play with the supply chain with all the material costs coming in right now. So, we'll be shipping these in January, but you'll be able to pick them up pre-order in just a couple weeks before Black Friday this year, and make them a part of your next builds. A couple more things to take a look at that are new for this year. We've got our backlit SS3 pods. So on these, you do select the backlight color. Unfortunately, we couldn't fit all the circuitry in here to alternate through these. But whether it's fog light or driving or combo, any of the patterns, you can pick the color that you'd like, and it comes with that backlight. Now, they are going to continue selling the standard ones without backlight. These will be $20 each more, but that comes with a backlight as well as an adapter wire. So if you already have your pods wired up and you want to add the backlight, it comes with the adapter that you need, a little extra wire tapped to your running lights, whatever you'd like, and that'll make it easy. All the fog light kits and ditch light kits will be available with that right out of the box, as well as a whole kit for you to take a look at. As you probably know, we have a huge range of ditch lights available, fitment on all different vehicles, all stainless brackets throughout. And then of course, our C2, C1 have been really popular as well, especially with the red backlight options. We have our new universal backup kits that come with a great simple harness. The problem with these pods, flush mount, is anyone can wire them up to a switch, right? But then you have to remember to switch them on. With our harness, we've designed it to tap into the factory signals. We have plug and play adapters even, just connected directly to like the tail light of the vehicle. Makes it super easy to get those original signals and leave them on so that it just comes on automatically with your running lights, with your reverse lights. And then that switch allows you to also trigger them on anytime you'd like. So not only do you have that nice look, but it's completely worry-free. It just operates automatically anytime that you're driving. So we got our universal backlights there. The last thing to show you here at SEMA 2021, it's going to be our Elite Series fog light. So first of all, up here you can see the amber backlight on all of our vehicle-specific SS3 kits. That's a great feature, and that's shared with the Elite lineup with that backlight. This is on all models of Elite fog lights. Now, we've had a lot of questions, the SS3 Sport versus the Elite, what's the output like? Well, we just had a lot of people who are wanting that OE style, and when it comes to OE style fog lights, there's not actually any performance fog lights available on the aftermarket. Every aftermarket fog light that's out there is actually based on an OE design, whether it's a Toyota fog light or a Ford fog light. They're just basically remakes and fit to different vehicles. There's no actual new design principles included. As a result, they're also not any brighter than the factory fogs. Usually they're maybe 3,000, 4,000 candela. So even the industry-leading options for these aftermarket OE fogs just aren't a real performance upgrade. These have been designed from the ground up as an actual performance upgrade with that OE styling. So they're 3 times as bright as most of the factory fog lights, while still remaining in the legal compliant limits, but they still have that nice OE styling. We've added that backlight in there just as an extra feature. You don't have to use that. You can tap it if you like, but otherwise they directly plug into your original fog lights, and the output overall is going to be almost the same level as the SS3 Sport. However, with that OE styling, we knew we needed to get it together at a better value for everybody, and they are extremely good value because these are going to be $200 for a set. That includes the backlight, that includes the adapter wire to plug it right in, everything you need, $200 a set. We're really excited about these because they're just such a great value. We're also starting to release our Elite series across the board. These are 100% OE materials, using really good plastics off the, approved list of plastics. Anyone can do UV protected plastics now. Almost all plastics have UV protection of some type. But we're using the materials that are used actually in those factory lights, and that's why we can put an 8-year warranty on these, just like our Stage 3's lineup. So this is our unit for the 2018 Mustang. Really nice features to this: startup sequence, sequential turn signal, just a really and a huge improvement with the fog light on this as well, using that same optic of the Elite Series fogs. So a lot of new products. We're excited to be doing all this here in the United States. If you didn't see, we're building a new facility right now so we can continue doing more of it, and really appreciate all your support as we've grown the company in the last year. We've gone from about 20 people in our production team up to around 40, and that's just been awesome to see all these products being assembled here in the US, controlling that quality, providing quality jobs as well. We really appreciate all your support. If you're in Vegas, please stop by and see us while you're here. Otherwise, check it out all online at diodedynamics.com or a distributor or dealer near you. Thanks a lot, guys.